I'll tell you what, the war that the working class wages upon itself will never cease to amaze me.
Amen.
The citizens of Oklahoma voted down an initiative to raise the minimum wage by a good margin, 55.4% to 44.6%. This would have raised the minimum wage to $15 an hour by 2029, not even now. It would have been $12 an hour next January 1st. At this point in time, Americans have been indoctrinated into poverty. They believe that's what they deserve, or they definitely believe that's what other people deserve. I fully believe one of the reasons people vote this way is because they want to look down on other people. I always say people only want you doing good as long as you're not doing as well as them.
Right.
Critics of the initiative said it would drive up the cost for consumers who will be forced to pay more when businesses pass on the cost. Well, the last time the minimum wage was increased, the federal minimum wage, which Oklahoma goes by, was 2009. I got a question. Are you paying 2009 prices?
Nope.
I don't think you are. So do you really think is the lower wages increasing that's going to cause your prices to go up? If your business can't pay $12 an hour by next January 1st or $15 an hour by 2029, your business doesn't deserve to be open. If the only way that you can stay open is by taking advantage of employees, you're a shitty business owner and it deserves to be run into the ground.
Fuck the business owner aspect of this whole goddamn thing. What about the fucking workers in Oklahoma? Do you not want a livable wage? Or like Daryl said, is it that you got yours, so fuck them? '09. The last time the federal minimum wage was raised. '09. Excuse me. Just to give you a perspective. '09 was the first year of Obama's first term in office. That was the last time the federal minimum wage was raised. And it's still not to $8 an hour. And Daryl's exactly right. Are you paying '09 prices? No, everything costs more. So the wages have to go up. But to the workers, seriously, and I'm not just talking about Oklahoma. I'm talking about any state that votes down these types of referendums or that continues to vote in elected officials that are against these types of minimum wage increases. Do you not give a shit about your own self-interest? And if you've got yours, I understand that. But when you raise minimum wage, wages across the board tend to rise with them. A rising tide lifts all boats. You do better if the person at the bottom of the economic rung does better too. But you can't handle that, can you? The poor's got a little bit of something. The people living below poverty got a little something, a little bit of a bump in pay, so therefore you're going to lose your ever-loving shit over it. That's, what Daryl said there was 100% accurate about, when people see that you're doing a little bit better, that you got something a little bit more, well, we just can't have that, can we? And don't get me wrong, I have been jealous of many, many people over the course of my lifetime. But I'm also here to tell you that at this stage in my life, knowing what I know now, the life experience that I have, I don't give a shit what you got. I hope you have enough, and if you got a lot more than enough, awesome. But I give a shit about what me and mine have. As long as everybody out there is taken care of on some level, I don't care how much more than me you have. Well, look, I can land a helicopter in my living room. Awesome. Awesome. I own 3 houses and a boat. Fan-fucking-tastic. Go visit them. Check out this art collection I got. Sweet. I'm happy with my rock pictures. I'm not against you getting more because I didn't get any. But it seems like a lot of people are. Why should your wage go up? I don't know, maybe because they're working full-time in the United States of America? And isn't that the way it's supposed to be? You work full-time, so you're not a leech or a bum or some dreg of society. You're working full fucking time and you still cannot make enough money to pay the bills. Isn't it supposed to be that if you work full-time, you make enough to live on? That's what I was always told growing up. And then I got older and I realized that is not the case. And it hasn't been the case for quite some time.